Well, today I'm going to melt some aluminium the old-fashioned way, the way I first started, before I had the LPG fired burner. This is the old brick kiln I've made up out of some old incinerator blocks years ago. Haven't used it for quite a while, and I've got a heap of timber here on the right, so I'm going to use some of that up, and at the same time just melt some aluminium so I can make some large diameter stuff. So I'll just pour it into a tin can. It won't be anything fancy, and so you can come for the ride. Oh well, that's that. Now we just wait for it to cool down a bit, and yeah, it looked like it poured pretty well. It didn't overheat it. You never want to let the aluminium get red hot, or even the slag. Never let it get red hot. If you do, you're just going to get all the imperfections in the world, and the aluminium will gas like crazy. So I didn't use any degasser, no flux, none of that shit. If you do it at the low enough temperature, like I did, you won't have a problem. And if you use good aluminium as well. If you use crap, start off with crap, you finish with crap. It's as simple as that. Just a close-up here of the furnace. The actual rest is made up out of an old barbecue, cast-iron barbecue plate and some rebar. Just welded that up. The crucible is just made up out of an old electric motor casing. I filled the end in with something. And it's got a good long handle, and it's got an insulation bit on the grip. So yeah, it stays nice and cool. If you do this, don't go using dodgy crucibles that could fall out. You know, you want something with a good grip. It's not going to get overheated. You wear leather gloves, you wear leather boots, you wear all the safety gear. You don't get a second chance doing this. Also, make sure you've got a metal tray to put the dross on. Don't go putting it on the ground. It could be wet and it could spray all over you. So you want metal tray for that, or a tin can or something. And that dross remover, I also use that long handled dross remover to feed the fire, because the heat is bloody intense. You must wear a mask, like a arc welding mask, when you're feeding the fire, because the blast from the heat will fry your eyeballs otherwise. It's pretty fierce. Okay? Now, this bouncy castle blower, I got this on Craigslist, or the equivalent in Australia, Gumtree, 20 bucks. You buy them new, they're quite expensive. So yeah, look around on the, Craigslist type sites. You have to machine up an adapter so you can fit the hose. I just turned that up on the lathe out of some recycled plastic I picked up off the side of the road. The thing works pretty well. You could just use a garden leaf blower. It would do just as good a job. Use whatever you want, but you want a good blast, you know, plenty of airflow. That's what really bangs the bloody temperature up, probably fourfold, you know, like it's just waxed up to hell. Alright, let's cut her out of the tin and see what we've got. Oh, I think I'll put it in the vise. Ooh, look at that, eh? That looks pretty bloody good. That's how you want it. No voids. I think that'll machine up pretty bloody well. So that's how you do it. Save yourself quite a lot of money. If you went and bought that piece of aluminium, yeah, I hate to think what that would cost. It'd be, yeah, a lot. And yeah, it was easy to do, basic equipment, but as I stress, play safe. If you do this, make sure you protect yourself at all times. Don't wear any synthetic clothing. That is definitely a no-no. It's got to be cotton or cotton drill, leather, stuff like that. Okay, well I hope you got something out of that. Show you how you can easily make stuff like this. And now it's just a matter of turning it down and get on with the project. Alright, that's it for now. See you next time. Cheers.